This time on We Need to Talk.
Wah, wah, wah.
Babies galore. Bombs, shells, and love. And the old thing that makes your ticker clock.
Only on We Need to Talk. Welcome back. So glad you guys are here with me yet again on a glorious sunny day. We're in a room without the sun with Nathan Pepin. How's it going, Nate?
Doing good. And I also know we have no candle lit right now. There's a candle in the room. It smells faintly, but it's not the same.
Now that we're updated on our candle news, I do want to introduce our guests. First guest, Matt Drew. How's it going, Matt Drew?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Classic Matt Drew. We also have special guest Brienne. How's it going, B?
It's going.
Glad you guys could be here with us today. You know, I went to a party one time in this story, and it was all about having fun. And people wanted me there, definitely. And we played Would You Rather, and I think that's a really fun game, and I'd love to bust out some Would You Rathers with you fine people.
So the context of Would You Rather is it's like two kind of shitty things you wouldn't want to do, or is it like any two things?
Yeah, I ask a question that has two options, and you have to choose which one and then justify why.
All right, and we can't just like wiggle out of it, right? Necessarily. I mean, maybe if there's like some cop out, but it has to be a really good cop out if it is.
I mean, only if the question is would you rather wiggle out of it or answer, then you can wiggle out of it.
Oh shit, man, we got to answer these honestly.
So this is getting a little too meta. Let's bust into the actual questions. First one from the ever-popular BuzzFeed found on Google. Would you rather always have to say everything on your mind or never be able to speak again?
Hey, it's Matt here. I'm just gonna take an answer. The first one is how I live my life anyways, so I guess by default, that's what I choose.
So Matthew is choosing always have to say everything on your mind.
I always do it every fucking day. It's the bane of my existence. I cry at night.
There was a time when I was prescribed Ambien, and the Ambien didn't put me to sleep, but it just released the filter for the words that come out of my brain. And some of the stuff I was saying was scary. Steve was there that night, and I started talking about sheep trees and sheep people and stuff, and it got pretty weird. And I don't know if I can expose the world to that, so probably stay silent.
You were like a Rage Against the Machine song.
What would you do for work if you did stay silent? Like, how would you work? Like, where would you be a mime?
A programmer.
I'd be a writer.
Wow.
For BuzzFeed. No.
www.buzzfeed.com.
Official sponsor of this episode, BuzzFeed.
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 God no.
Go on Twitter.
On Twitter at BuzzFeed.com. I would like to know what Brienne wants. Flawless.
I agree with Pepin. I would keep my mouth shut forever and not be able to talk at all. Just because I'm kind of the same way with some of the thoughts that I have. Well, I shouldn't say the same way, but it's very mean. I have very mean thoughts.
But what if you were trying to, like, interrupt a wedding? You can't, like, bust in through the doors and then, like, sign language.
Whoa.
Stop this wedding.
Whose wedding would I want to stop?
Well, it's just a classic need to stop a wedding scenario.
I feel like you need to have friends for that.
We've all been... Wow, that got real dark.
Wow,
got
that
real
was too
dark.
intense. You can break up strangers' weddings.
That's
Wedding
what I'm thinking.
crashers.
Yeah, what if... I think that's...
What if
nobody
you were
tell her
Owen
that's
Wilson?
not what a wedding crasher is.
Yeah, I thought that...
She crashes this the
Literally
relationship.
takes a bus, drives it into a wedding hall. Wedding crashing. Heard it was all the rage.
They literally crash weddings.
I brought condoms.
I would do that. Well, not the bus, but the condoms.
I've been having really dark thoughts lately of like really terrible things, and I'm always like, man, why am I thinking things like that? That's really, really bad. Like, that's fucked up. But I think I'd still do always have to say everything on your mind. Just because I really like being able to sing at Red Sox games the Buttercup song.
Fill me up, Buttercup, baby, just to let me down.
Let me down.
I'll be over at 10, you tell me... Okay,
Exactly.
Yeah,
I know all the
next question.
verses,
Okay,
I'm
that was
sorry.
bad.
Okay.
All right, I'll check off never be able to speak again. I think we all agree.
Thank you.
Would you rather be itchy for the rest of your life or be sticky for the rest of your life? Submitted by India Lawrence on Facebook.
Hey, India.
Hey, India.
That
Glad
one,
you could make it.
that one is actually pretty easy for me. I mean, be sticky, because being itchy is not useful for anything. If you're sticky, let's say you have like a pen, you don't want to hold it, just put it on your arm. Let's say that you need to hold a paper somewhere, put it on your neck.
I feel like if you're sticky though, like nobody's gonna want to do anything with you. but like if you're itchy, eventually you'll get so used to it you won't even feel it anymore.
Here's the thing. It's like, being itchy, that's a you problem. Being sticky, that's a everybody else problem.
What if the stickiness came from being covered in semen? Does that change your answer?
That changed my answer. Yeah, a little bit.
Well, it's dried. It's like wiped off.
Yeah, we're not disgusting.
It's
over
just
here.
the residue.
It's not wet.
And everyone knows.
Semen.
They're like, we don't need a blue light to know.
That guy's always covered in semen.
Call him
That's his thing. Whenever they see you, we're like, hey, what up, semen dude?
What's up,
You're-
Cumrag?
Hey, you're at Barnes & Noble's. People won't leave you alone. They
Cute
know you-
nickname. Cumrag Nate.
What is that specific smell? It could only be semen.
I am just thinking, like, if you were to give people high fives, it'd always be a little awkward because this lasts a bit too long.
That was the hand on high fiving.
I'm glad you clarified that.
I'd choose itchy, and I'd just be a little bit itchy, and I'd eventually go away.
Well, I mean, how sticky now itchy would you have to be, though? I mean, if you're super itchy, that'd be terrible. But
I think the only way to make it like a fair split would be if you're always itchy in like one particular spot, and the stickiness is your entire body.
I mean, if you're
Or maybe just your hands. Your hands are always sticky.
how about you, Matt? What would you choose?
I'll choose. There's a two-parter to my answer. Okay, I would choose itchy, and then I would itch all of my skin off, so I couldn't be itchy anymore.
Oh, that's good. That's a good plan. Couldn't you do the same thing if you were sticky though? Itch all your skin off.
Well, Steve, you're right. So then I choose no answer. No
You
answer.
could just wear like a jacket.
Yeah, just wear a jacket. That's my answer.
Would you rather eat a bowl of vomit or lick a hobo's foot? Submitted by Patrick Goffkin.
Yo, Pat, what up?
Is it my vomit?
It's just a bowl of vomit. Maybe yours, may not be. We don't know.
That's apparently a fetish. I learned about that recently. It's called like catching vomit, and some people will go in the bathrooms where people vomited and like put it into a bag and take it home.
Oh man, what do they do with it once it's home?
What sites are you on where you're learning about this?
This ironically was on BuzzFeed.
He was like, it was on my mom's search history.
My mom sent me an article. It was just a Google link. The vomit.
Some person did this video talking about the thing, and I was like, oh yeah, that's kind of gross. But for me, it'd definitely be the hobo's foot. I mean, vomit is liquidy, and I mean the foot's gonna be bad, but the vomit you don't have to like put down your throat.
I'm gonna make a confession here. I didn't hear the question, so all these answers sound fucked up. Like all these answers, I'm like, where does the hobo's foot come into any of this? I mean, the hobo's foot would be bad, but I gotta eat that vomit. And I'm like, what? What about the hobo's foot?
Like, the hobo may very well be very clean. He may shower every day at the YMCA.
But what's he doing with this foot?
You're just licking it.
Oh, okay.
I feel like just licking a hobo's foot real quick versus eating an entire bowl of vomit is.
It's actually good luck. Licking a hobo's foot. That is.
You're Dutch. So.
Like my second cousin, she licked a hobo's foot, and that cured her cancer.
She became your first cousin.
Yep, Steve. She became my first cousin.
So
and then she just came over to me and she was like, I got the paperwork to prove it. I'm your first cousin now. Like, okay.
Finally.
About time. It's going to make a lot of things a little bit more weird, but hey.
I would lick the hobo's foot, too.
That's much easier.
The vomits just really got me queasy.
What if the hobo just stepped in a bowl of vomit?
Oh, fuck you.
Still the foot, though, because you're not getting the whole bowl of vomit. You're
right.
You
didn't have to swallow the lick, right? Like
Yeah, you spit or swallow?
I spit vomit.
Yeah, I spit vomit. I don't swallow it.
I also think it matters, like, where the hobo's been, if he has shoes, if he just walks barefoot.
Wait, do you get a list of where that hobo's been? Like, before you look at his foot, oh, here's a nice little, you can flip through the pages.
Yeah.
Oh, he's...
If he bathes very often or bathes at all, there's all, but, it's still a hobo for me.
Maybe it's just a guy
interests.
named Hobo. And he's actually, like, very well-groomed.
Yeah, a respectable...
And that's pudding on his
He
foot.
works at Comcast.
He's a Comcast representative.
My name's Hobo Jenkins.
Related to Leroy. Would you rather only be able to listen to Nickelback songs or reread all 56 pages of iTunes Terms and Conditions every day for the rest of your life? Submitted by Spencer Althouse.
Nickelback.
Nickel dick.
Yeah, Nickelback. That was an easy one for me. I actually like Nickelback.
I'm not quite understanding this question. So is it you'd be always doing that, or just like once a day?
The only music that you could ever listen to is Nickelback.
So you could choose not to listen to music.
Yeah.
But you couldn't choose not to read the terms of service.
No, you'd have to read it once a day.
Once a day?
Yep.
Just
Just real quick, all 59 pages.
Okay, terms of service. That's pretty easy.
I'd listen to Nickelback. Nickelback's not that bad.
But
And then I just not listen a lot of times.
Only Nickelback, though?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Look at this photograph.
Actually, the song "Something in Your Mouth" is pretty good.
Something in your mouth.
It doesn't sound like that.
What if this just like exposes all of us really like Nickelback? Actually, we love Nickelback. That's fine. Hey, this whole question is assuming that Nickelback is a bad thing.
Everyone I run into is always making fun of Nickelback, and I don't understand because I actually like them.
I have a
they
Nickelback
that bad?
tattoo, guys. Guys, on my back, I have a Nickelback tattoo, and it's funny because it's on my back and it's Nickelback.
I think part of the question also is it's not just Nickelback, whether they're a bad band or a good band. You usually see it as a bad band, but it's also that Nickelback is notorious for being repetitive.
Oh.
So it's like maybe with a band like Led Zeppelin, you could get away with it more because they're similar, but
AC/DC?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. AC/DC would be the same kind of concept.
Okay, number one, if this were any artist, that would be hell on earth. Listening to only one artist for the rest of your life is terrible, okay? Obviously, Nickelback is worse because you just have to start earlier never listening to music.
Miles Davis, he might be a good one because he has like 500 albums and they're all weird and different.
After like years and years and years and years where all you've heard is Miles Davis over and over again, the sound of Miles Davis will make you want to puke, man.
Yeah.
It's the only thing you've ever heard. Even Miles Davis would hate that existence. And he's had to be himself his whole life.
Very factual.
Would you rather eat a potato and feel its pain or be a potato?
Aww.
Potatoes don't have pain, so eat a potato.
Have you ever been in a potato? Nate?
There's no nerve
How
cells
can
in
you
potatoes.
say they don't feel pain, man?
I mean, I'm sorry I'm butchering this question, but that's a bad question. It should be like eat like a caterpillar or eat a like a chicken or something. You know, it's something that has like pain receptors or something.
Would you rather have vaginas for ears or penises for fingers? See, this is a win-win.
Ooh. You just roll the dice for me, man. It's either or. I don't care.
Penises.
Good old dick hands.
I want dick hands.
Now, would you still have a dick?
A regular dick?
The only thing that changes is
your fingers.
the ears or fingers.
I mean, okay, let's put it this way: you could like whack off your dick with
With
penises.
With
Dicks.
Yeah, with dicks.
Well, I don't have
That's
a
like
penis, so
double
Slapping all these dicks on that dick.
well, you could penetrate yourself with your dick.
Yeah.
Or dicks,
I
and
know.
then it would be double the pleasure.
yes.
You just
If you're a guy, you know, you could.
shove your...
Whoa.
Just like insert your dick fingers into your ear canal.
Dude, you could like finger
The
like
veg ears.
a bunch of girls at the same time, but you're like fingering them with actual dicks. It's great.
There's a myth.
Wait, do the fingers shoot cum? That's all I want to know.
There's
You
no
impregnate
balls.
like a bunch of women.
Where would the
The balls would hang off your palm.
They would just dangle from the palm.
The palm ball.
wait,
The
balls are just
bring a whole new meaning to palming a ball.
Hey, you weird about my wrist balls, man? These wrist testes are cool, man. They just flap around all day.
that would be awesome.
I like your bracelet.
You can get little
The
stylish
bracelet.
sacks for them. You just wrap them up when you're a business occasion. You don't want those testes dangling. Just cover them up.
Business occasion.
Sometimes they get cold, so you want to wrap
These
them up.
sweaters, you could have little sweaters.
Little mittens for them.
Yes.
Little mittens.
Condoms for each of your fingers.
You gotta wrap your fingers up, bro.
I don't want to get that VD in my hands.
Yeah, my left hand has AIDS.
Right hand has herpes.
Oh,
I had a weird thought a while
My
ago.
pinky's clean though.
100%, bro. Let it happen.
No one wants a little one.
What if you had like instead of teeth, you had just penises?
What if
like
every
mini
part of your body
penises?
was a penis?
Like mini penises in your mouth.
Every part of your body was a
When
penis.
you chew, like little cums come out.
Well, when you really like something, you know, your penis teeth would get like hard and you could chew and stuff, but then
They're all flopping around. They're all flaccid in your mouth when you're not hungry. Everyone can tell when you're hungry because your teeth get hard.
start salivating.
pre-cum.
But you're always salivating pre-cum.
Have to get your dick dentures.
You always have something to wash it down, though.
This used to be a philosophy podcast, everyone.
So you have dick teeth and your mouth is a vagina.
I mean, that's already the case for a lot of people.
So wait, you can impregnate your own mouth?
Well, no, even like hermaphrodites, like only one of them actually sexually works, typically, or sometimes none of them. But like both of them don't work. You don't have both reproductive organs simultaneously working.
You don't have two wombs, man.
No, you're not Cartman's mom.
I mean, you can have, I mean, to be like technical, you can have like a vagina that kind of works, and a penis, or pseudopenis that kind of works, but it's like it's going to be mixed. It's not going to be like a fully functional vagina with working ovaries.
Maybe that's it. The Virgin Mary was just a hermaphrodite.
Wait, that's actually a popular theory, guys. You can go on Reddit, and there's whole threads just about that Virgin Mary was a hermaphrodite. It's true. Go home and look it up.
Would you rather have sex with a goat and no one would know, or not have sex with a goat but everyone think you did?
I think that the perception of other people would be more important to me, because if no one would know I'd fuck the goat, you know, I mean, granted that people had 100% chance that nobody would, this would be either or, right? You know, definitely fuck a goat.
You definitely just want to fuck that goat. He's like two birds for him. 2 birds, 1 stone. I get to fuck a
Does it
goat.
even matter whether they know or not?
Wait, I get to fuck a goat and nobody will know? Awesome. Sweet. There we go, fuck that goat.
Poor Tom Brady.
Oh.
How about you, B?
They can think that I fuck a goat for the rest of their lives. I'm not fucking a goat.
Matt?
I would. I'd think about it for a long time. I'd go away for like a weekend and really like just like sit on that question for a long time. I don't know right now what I would do. I would have to wrestle both sides of it. You know, I'm pretty torn about this question.
There's that kind of joke like, if you build bridges for a lifetime, no one calls you a bridge builder, but you fuck one goat, you're a goat fucker.
That's very true.
So
Who said that? Was that Jesus? Did Jesus say that?
I think it's Muhammad.
I gotta brush up on my Bible.
Muhammad Ali.
Of course.
Cassius Clay's all about philosophy. Go fucking.
Steve?
Is this a boy goat?
Oh yeah, good.
Well,
good
we
question.
assume you're fucking it. In B's case, I assumed that she was getting penetrated.
Yeah.
But,
Wait, whoa, Nate, way to assume that. That's creepy, man.
What are you saying?
I mean, she
Yeah,
could...
what are you saying? She could have put a strap on.
Strap on,
Fuck that
strap
goat.
off.
A strap-on would not make it, like, as, like, real of a question.
Strap on, strap on. What does that even mean?
I just assumed I was getting penetrated. Either way.
But, Steve, you can put yourself in a
It's like
position...
we're all in Nate's room right now.
Oh, I get to choose.
You have an asshole. You could get penetrated, too.
Oh, okay. So I get to choose. Yeah. I mean, I'd rather that they thought I fucked a goat.
Hey, wait. I want to change mine. I didn't realize we got to choose. That changes my answer. I'm definitely gonna fuck that goat.
You're gonna find the hottest goat.
Yeah, man. Wait, by the way, do we get to pick the goat? I mean, like, really pick the goat? Like, not just like, oh, I guess I saw a picture. Like, I'm talking about, like, really pick the goat. Like, we go to farms, we meet goats, we get to know these goats, okay?
Yeah, sure. You can also pick the lube you want to use.
I want, like, a Bachelor, the show, you know, The Bachelor.
But with goats?
With goats instead of women, and I'm just like, I'm sitting with one goat, and I'm like, you know what, I do like Martha, but Gregory is really intriguing. Yeah, because they're multiple gender goats. It's not all boy goats or all girl goats. These are multigender. Multigender, it's a word. Go home, look it up. Actually, Pepin will, and he'll send you the Google search link.
Would you rather know when you're going to die or know how you're going to die?
Rather know when.
I'd rather know how.
I was talking about this with a coworker the other day. And it's like, some people, they want to die in their sleep and kind of not be aware. Or they want to die in some kind of peaceful way. Like, I want to be, like, let's say I get, decapitated or something. I don't know, some kind of circumstance where I have, like, a minute to think, oh, I'm dying. This is what it's like. Goodbye, world. I want that kind of moment.
I think if you know how you're going to die, you're always going to look for that moment. So you're not going to really, like, live your life. So I think I'm on team when.
I didn't realize these were teams.
Yes.
What?
Team.
I want to know how, because it's like something you can brace yourself for. It's like, if I'm like, well, at least now I don't have to wonder. I know how I die. That's fine. Now I know what to expect. It's not like, it's like, oh, will I get bogged down with all the possibilities of how I'll die? Oh, will I get run over by the mailman? Will I get stabbed by the mailman? Will I get chased down and tracked and kidnapped and then die of starvation in a mailman's basement?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's still, like, a possibility now. Those are all possibilities right now, and you just don't know when, so it doesn't really negate that. It's just the timing.
It's just easier to size it up when you know what it is. It's like I know the monster now. It's like your death is a monster, and it's like, I want to get a good look at this, bro.
Like if you know, like, oh, I'm gonna die by a heart attack. Well, then you can fucking smoke all you want, because you don't have to worry about cancer.
Who cares?
Like, might as
man?
well go out and walk on the sun. Might as
But
well
I mean,
be walking on the sun.
Knowing when would also affect it, because, like, am I going to die of a heart attack at 65 or 28?
Well, does it matter?
Would you be, like, disappointed if it was, like, a kind of a lame death? Like, tripped and fell and hit his head?
Died of diarrhea.
What if it was like you die of a heart attack, but it ends up like when it actually comes, you're shot in like the gut and you're gonna bleed out, but just before you bleed out, you're like stressed out, so you have a heart attack.
So it's technically something else killed you.
So technically.
It was like dominoes or what's Rube Goldberg machine? Like eventually something kills you.
You die from a Rube Goldberg machine? Your whole life, you're like, is that the start of the Rube Goldberg machine? Is that the start? Better not knock that domino over. That would be the most elaborate, like, amazing Rube Goldberg. Your whole life is a Rube Goldberg machine if you really think about it.
It's very poetic. I like it.
See, we're back to being a philosophy podcast.
About dicks.
In or about dicks. Would you rather only eat roadkill for the rest of your life, or have everyone else in the world sound like Gilbert Gottfried?
Ooh.
So if I did the roadkill one, I could consider myself a freegan, and people in the freegan community would praise me.
I already call you a friggin'. What's that?
Yeah, what is it?
Oh, freegan?
Yeah.
So freegans are people who are vegans, but if it's free, it's okay. So roadkill is considered free because it's it's already dead, so you can eat it. It's fine.
Oh, freegan.
Yeah,
like a vegan with free at the beginning.
Yeah, although some vegans will say that eating roadkill is also vegan because it's natural.
Huh.
Why have vegans got to claim everything's natural?
But some people will call them freegans.
Wow, that's lame.
But yeah, that's my answer.
That's your goal, is to be the lamest version of a vegan possible?
I mean, I'd rather be the lamest version possible than live in a world of Gilbert Gottfried's.
Gilbert Gottfried's awesome. He's hilarious. I watched him on the Norm Macdonald show, and he was fucking lit for 2 full episodes. He was hilarious.
He is very, very funny, but after a point, your ears are grated and dead.
No, you'd be so used to it, it would be like nothing.
I would have no eardrums left.
Well,
I think I would pick Gilbert Godfrey, actually.
Why is that?
I don't know. I just always see Iago or like Problem Child. I like that
or
series.
Center Square.
For all you Hollywood Squares fans out there.
Oh, you avid Hollywood Square fans.
Hey, everyone.
Forever Center Square. It's my bumper sticker.
You refer to Gilbert Godfrey as the middle square. You know.
Gilbert Gottfried, Forever Center. Center of my square.
Wow.
Whoopee, top left. It's like Alvin from Alvin and the Chipmunks.
It's terrible.
Alvin! Is that the same guy who's Garfield's? Imagine if John from Garfield, John Arbuckle, was the same one who had Alvin and the Chipmunks after Garfield died. He had to fill the void with 3 chipmunks. 3 chipmunks in a boy band.
Yeah, that was a movie. It was a silent film.
It was a silent film.
It was a
Black and white
and white. It's very sad. All from John's perspective.
Turns out he was in a coma the whole time. Wakes up, Garfield's on his lap. He's like, "Oh, Garfield, you're alive." He's dead.
The drugs wear off and
Dead
they all
after all.
disappear.
He's dead after all. He starts crying. He looks over. There's a hole in the wall. And he sees 3 chipmunks. Fade to black.
His wife's married to another man.
Fade to black.
His kids are all grown up.
This is gold. This is comedy.
Pepin is
about.
miserable right now. Pepin is absolutely
Pepin's
miserable.
crying. He's gonna take this screenplay to Hollywood.
Do we have another question?
Would you rather have fun or sit through the rest of this podcast?
Pepin's like, I would rather not be here.
Rather kill yourself or listen to the rest of this podcast? Would you rather smell like eggs when you burp or have a green cloud appear when you fart?
I mean, the eggs when you burp thing, that used to be a thing. It wasn't very fun. But I'll go with that one because it's not as visual. You can kind of like deny it, whereas it's like you'd be the only guy who has like a cloud coming out of your ass when you fart. So they'd always know it was you. You can't deny that. Like, yeah, oh, that's Pepin right there. He's got the cloud farts. Matt?
I just convinced the green cloud was something else, you know? Like, that's not me farting.
Oh,
That's
it looks like rain.
They're like, why does it always smell terrible when that green cloud comes around? And it's like, I don't know, man. I guess,
Why is it always coming out of your ass?
hey, it's not coming out of my ass. It's coming out of my thigh. It's just something my thighs do.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. It's just something his thighs do.
So, didn't mean to judge you.
Leave my thighs alone.
How about you, B?
Gas. I would have the cloud, I think. I've had eggs ruined for me before, so I'll take on the cloud.
Steve?
Eggs.
Eggs? Hey.
Steve farts a lot.
The burp is just gonna like dissipate really like the smell, like it's not a big deal, but like if you got a big visual cloud, like a burp, if you're like in an office setting, you're like in your cubicle, you burp and the smell just like kind of goes away. But if there's a fart, like everybody see that shit.
How big is the cloud, by the way? Does it depend on the fart? And how dark of a green is it?
Is it dense? Like, is it...
Yeah. We didn't really explore that side
Is
of
it
this
like
question.
cumulonimbus or
Or more like stratus?
is it one of those stratus clouds?
I imagine it's like neon green.
Yeah, definitely. Like cartoon
Neon green? Really? It's distracting level green? I was thinking it's more of like a subtle...
What if it's you burp a yellow cloud or you fart a green cloud?
Well, but it didn't say that the fart smelled, right? Did it?
No, I mean they smell when they smell and they don't when they don't.
It's normal
That's fair.
fart rules apply.
Normal fart rules.
Crop
But-
dusting would be so fun.
It's not already?
All right, next question.
Last one. Would you rather give up cheese or give up oral sex?
Wait, getting it or giving it?
Both.
Getting cheese.
Getting cheese?
Giving cheese? I can't give anyone cheese anymore? This is
Shit.
bullshit.
Yeah.
I don't know. Whichever you like more.
I mean,
Both. Let's say both, Nate.
giving oral is one thing, but, you know, getting it's probably a bit better. It'd be a whole hard to give up. So.
Probably a bit better.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but then there's still sex. I wouldn't give up cheese. There's alternatives. There's
No alternative to cheese.
No alternative to cheese.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'd give up oral sex.
I'd give up cheese.
Oh.
Whoa, that says a lot about Steve. Okay.
That was my dick.
He has 2 dicks, everyone.
Get a dick for a tongue. Hey, Mom, if you're listening, this one's for you. Would you rather watch your parents have sex every day for the rest of your life or join in once to stop it?
Wait, what does join in mean exactly?
Yeah.
Do you have to, like, get it from...
Everyone has
How
to...
active is...
Participate?
Everyone has to come to completion.
Do you have to interact with both of them, or just one?
You need to be an active member of this situation.
Could audience be an active member?
No.
No, you have to... So
You
wait,
have to join in. You have to be penetrated and penetrate.
you have to give both of your parents an orgasm separately, both of them. You have to
Not
do-
necessarily separately.
I don't...
You
You
could
could
give both of
simulcast
them-
that shit.
Yeah. As long as you're on the receiving end or giving an orgasm
Yeah.
to both of your parents.
Yeah.
At least once
You
each.
yourself have to as well.
Maybe not a real orgasm, because some girls don't get orgasms, but they have to fake it at
I'm
least.
sure your mom does.
Wow.
What?
Wow.
What? She just seems like a healthy woman. I've never met her.
I've never even met her.
I've never even met her, but I assume. she's healthy. Be weird if I assumed she couldn't, wouldn't it?
I mean, like 30% of females can't achieve
Oh,
them.
God,
so
we're
it wouldn't
back
be that
here.
weird.
No, this has become the the debate right here.
It's true.
Now, does this option stay on the table for like? So, like, if after 20 years of watching
You
them have
can't
sex
skip.
every day, you're like,
Enough is enough.
you're like, all right, enough.
After 34 years of this, enough is enough. I'm done. Yeah, I'm taking my dick out. Let's just put it to rest. Finally. One and done.
Oh, no.
Bend over, Dad. Let's do this. So if your mom died or whatever during that 34 years,
You have to watch it masturbate to a picture of your mom for the rest of your life.
So you also have to have a sexual encounter with your dad, and then the picture of your mom has to be involved somehow.
Yes. Yep.
It's strange.
It's a slideshow of her most risque pictures.
Yo, yeah, it's a whole slideshow of your mom going in the background while you fuck your dad.
Or a porno, just like a porno of them.
Yeah.
Voyeurism.
It's strange to think that your parents would just be in on this. Like, it's like, yeah, watch us have sex every day. Or, also be open to you joining them,
Like, you want to make this stop? Get over here.
Everyone listening to this, Steve has been rubbing his belly button this whole time. It's really weird. It's really distracting, this question.
Join me, son.
Oh, now he's fingering it.
What else am I doing, guys?
We're not going to participate.
Oh, now he's fingering Matt's belly button.
Ooh! Ah! I've never felt this way quite like this before.
I felt this way, but not quite like this.
Not quite like this. I've kind of felt like this before. Not telling.
Is it Linty?
You'll find out. Ooh, I've been a naughty boy wearing Linty clothes.
Is it sticky or itchy?
Well,
Was itchy, now it's sticky.
Guess what's in this belly button? It's wet. The rest of him's dry. Okay.
So participating would stop this forever, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess well, I guess I'd be participating.
So, what would you be doing exactly?
I don't know.
The part of the question is you have to describe the sexual acts you do to your parents.
I guess it's just so hard. I was saying that because I felt bad because my dad's walked in on me to tell me dinner's ready before and just casually walks out. And my mom opened my cell phone once and got a picture of me. So...
You're already halfway there.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was gonna say, she's already done this question.
She
guys.
opened up your phone. She's like, dinner's ready.
She's like, I kind of already answered this, guys.
Okay, the dinner ready thing was my father.
He opens the door. He stands there for a couple minutes. And he's
Dinner's ready.
Dinner's ready.
It was breakfast for dinner that night.
Meatloaf. Meatloaf.
It was pancakes. I actually remember because I could not look him in the eye.
It was pancakes. And for dessert, we had pound cake.
Sticky.
That's his favorite dessert, pound cake with whipped Cool Whip on it. Why would you do this to me?
Sometimes you just know. Dinner's served.
I really have to describe? I mean, because I have no
No.
idea how I would participate. My parents hate each other, so how...
Well, I'd start off my dad. He's a little slow to get going, and then really build him up, and then go work on my mom a little bit.
Kind of do it. Do one over here, one over there type of thing.
run back and forth?
Run back and forth.
It's like a game show. Run over here, please my father, please my father. Run over here, please my mother, please my mother. Quick! Time is running out.
Participate. Final answer.
Bee's the most courageous out of all of us. I think she's the one that has answered so far.
Fair enough.
I want to hear your answers. Don't leave me hanging.
I would just get used to seeing my parents fucking. Be like, hey mom, hey dad. And they're like, hey son, And I'm like, all right.
Would you
Cool.
encourage them?
I'd be like, you guys want any waters, a towel? What do you guys need? You cool? You all set? I'm going to
Wrap it up. The movie starts at 8.
Guys, if we're going to make this movie, Dad, come on. Don't be in that position, Dad. It's going to hurt your back. Your back's rough, man. You know that. Are you taking your medication? You're not as, active this time today.
I agree with Matt. I think we get used to it.
I'm, giving him a back massage and stuff.
It's like there was this movie we saw in middle school, and these.
Oh God! Did we all see this, or is this a personal thing?
It's just one of the kids from the class's parents fucking. This is Derek's parents.
It was about this guy who met up with some Native Americans. I don't know. Started living with them, but there's a scene where it's like the kids were kind of right next to them, and the couple, the girl and the guy, that just started fucking. Like, and the kids were just sleeping pretty much like 2 feet away. And everyone in the class was like, what the fuck? They're having sex like right next to their children. And the teacher kind of explained, well, having sex wasn't that big of a deal, like, to them in that culture, like, if they saw their parents fucking, they're like, oh, shit, another one's coming. They weren't like, oh, ew, gross. I mean, it may have been a little bit of that, but it wasn't like this revulsion that we feel. It was just more natural. So I feel like if you saw it enough, you'd kind of revert back to that state. Though, of course, at first, you'd be horrified and petrified, and after that, you'd be like, okay, just animals doing what they do.
Do they know I'm watching, or it's like a private little secret for me?
I think they know you're watching.
Private little secret for Stevie boy.
It's a good old fun time. Secret.
This one's for me.
I think there has to be consent.
This one's
to make
for me
it,
for the rest of my life.
Voyeurism. That's very.
It has to be consent to make it like not rapey is not the word, but not like sexual.
Eye rape.
Spying. Like spying, like if
why does it not being spying have to be even a part of it? Like it would be. I would secretly watch them, so I don't want to make them uncomfortable.
Wouldn't they feel? What if they find out? Like, wouldn't they feel violated? Or
they wouldn't find out. I'd be real secret.
Well,
Steve's
peephole
like, I've had
secret.
practice.
Like, there's a little peephole behind. Like, maybe there's
a camera,
a two-way mirror, or a camera,
or
the painting.
Exactly. Do they know I'm watching? Whoa!
Not in my scenario. They don't.
Oh, Steve's playing the game now.
Yeah, that's how you do this.
Yeah. Darn.
Wait.
The rules are undefined, so you can help define the rules.
So I get it filmed, and then I just play the film while I'm doing other stuff.
I'd get my parents to kick me out.
Yeah.
I'd get adopted by a hot-ass lesbian couple.
Yep.
And then I'd watch those parents have sex. Boom, just won the game. You just lost the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, Steve Meter has won the game.
First ever crown champion.
The Incest Olympics.
the Incest Olympics. I don't think there was any. Is that incest?
Well, yeah.
No.
Well, yeah. Well, the whole fucking your.
Depends on whether or not you like it.
Brienne was incest, but the rest of us weren't.
Sorry.
But, it has to do with incest.
It does run in the...
I think watching your parents fuck would kind of be incestual.
Your wife...
depending on how you feel about it.
Yeah.
When you get married, your wife or husband is considered your immediate family, right? But you have sex with them. Is that not incest? If the definition of incest is having sex with your family?
Blood relatives.
So it only matters blood. So you can have sex with like a step sibling.
Yeah. You got a step sibling.
Or an adopted,
you go crazy. Go to town with those adopted siblings.
That would be, I think, considered weird, but not like abnormal.
Not abnormal. That's pretty normal, but it's a little weird.
It'd be like, oh, okay, that's strange, but okay. I guess if they're not blood related, okay.
It's only weirder if you like grew up with them. Where
you grew up with them your whole life,
and
but
they're
not blood related.
They're not blood related, but like let's say you're an older kid, you're in high school, and your mom marries this dude, and he has a kid in high school, and come on, sparks will fly.
Okay, I'm gonna change my wording. Weird, but not fucked up. Whereas if they were blood related, that'd be weird and fucked up.
I guess it's all pretty fucked up, really.
Yeah.
So we're gonna end this episode. I gotta know, Nate. Would you rather check us out on Facebook or Twitter?
Well, I know I said we can't cop out with an answer, but I'm gonna have to cop on this one. I do both. I mean, I check us out at facebook.com/WeNeedToTalkShow and at Twitter at WNTT1.
There was also a third hidden answer. That's Patreon.
Patreon?
Where you can actually donate to the group and get more of these great episodes full of funny comedy times.
And are there like Patreon gifts, donations, like?
Yeah, so like you can do like a monthly contribution, even like $1. Like that's huge and that's really helpful. And in doing so, you become a patron of ours. And we actually have unreleased episode. Right now we have one, but if we started getting patrons, we'd be willing to release a couple more that only your ears would hear. You'd have exclusive content never before heard.
Yeah.
There are other gifts if you donate more at higher levels. Head over to Patreon. Check us out. We Need to Talk podcast. see what they are. There's pretty cool ones. May even be able to be on the show.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
We want you on the show.
And, what we really want most of all is to talk.
We need to talk.
Is there really a bee problem?
He laid our moral foundation.
You have to be immoral to not take a dick in the ass to prevent all genocide.
He has risen to climb piles and piles of shit to reclaim his throne as the one, the only, shitbag supreme.
Lying in bed, and you have that picture of Wilson in his bedside, and you have a lot of
Gee, next week, we need to talk.